Good morning, Foxes and Badgers class. Today we're going to be looking at the poem Refugees by Brian Bliston. If you could just pause the video here, what do you think a refugee is? What have you heard about refugees in the past? Have a little think. So, a refugee is a person who has been forced to leave their country in order to escape war, persecution, or natural disaster. So, persecution is if someone is being treated unfairly due to something like their religion, their race, or maybe their political beliefs. So that's a refugee. Okay, so here is the poem. They have no need of our help, so do not tell me these haggard faces could belong to you or me. Should life have dealt a different hand, we need to see them for who they really are. Chances and scroungers, layabouts and loungers, with bombs up their sleeves, cutthroats and thieves. They are not welcome here. We should make them go back where they came from. They cannot share our food, share our homes, share our countries. Instead, let us build a wall to keep them out. It is not okay to say, these are people just like us. A place should only belong to those who are born there. Do not be so stupid to think that the world can be looked at another way. So if we just have a look at a couple of words there. So these haggard faces, that means that the the faces are worn out, they're a little bit tired, a little bit run down. And then if we look at the word scroungers, these are actually people that are, the word scroungers sort of means people are not very good for anything. They don't give anything back. They don't really, they live off others and don't give anything back. So if you read this poem through, we sort of get the impression that actually the poet is saying that refugees do not belong in our country, and that we can't share our things with them. And actually it gives us quite a negative view of refugees. It says that they do not need our help. So just have a think. How does this poem make you feel after reading it the first time? Do you agree with this opinion, or do you disagree with this opinion of refugees? What do you think? Pause the video here and write it down. Now we're going to go back and read the poem from bottom to top. The world can be looked at another way. Do not be so stupid to think that a place should only belong to those who are born there. These are people just like us. It is not okay to say, build a wall to keep them out. Instead, let us share our countries, share our homes, share our food. They cannot go back to where they came from. We should make them welcome here. They are not cutthroats and thieves, with bombs up their sleeves, layabouts and loungers, chancers and scroungers. We need to see them for who they really are. Should life have dealt a different hand, these haggard faces could belong to you or me, so do not tell me they have no need for our help. So if you read it the other way, we actually get a completely different view. Instead of saying that these refugees do not need our help, it's completely changed into saying that actually we should share our country, our home, our food. They have nowhere else to go, and actually it's not their fault. Now that you've read it through a second time, write down how you feel now that you've read it again. How do you feel now that you've got this completely different view? Has your opinion changed? Think about that. And yeah, just pause it right here and write down how you now feel the second time round. have a look at this sentence here. These haggard faces could belong to you or I. What do you think the poet meant by this? And what can it teach us? Explain your thinking in full sentences. Write that down. What have you learned from reading this poem? So if you write down your answer in full sentence, what have you learnt from reading this poem? If you could write down all of your answers and send them to your class teacher, that would be really great. Hope you enjoyed the poem, and thank you.